Everyone's been there. You're watching your favorite YouTuber drifting around the track, and something catches your eye. I gotta have one of those. Only $350. Might as well get the boost kit. Wait, what about a wheel? Pedals, a shifter, e-brake, a wheel stand, a screen? It's too much. There's so much that goes into building a sim rig, and before you pull the trigger on a big, beefy, direct drive beauty, here's a couple things to consider, to use your little big old monkey brain on. It's so much more than just the direct drive base. I wish that wasn't the case. I wish we could just grab something for, you know, $450, but there is so much more. It's just the tip of the iceberg with the base. Bare minimum, if you're gonna get like a Fanatec or something, you need the wheelbase, you need a wheel, because the base does not come with a wheel. If you want a quick release plate, some of the upgraded ones, then those are gonna cost extra, and they're not cheap either. You're gonna need pedals, and you're gonna need a stand, and not just a flimsy one, especially if you're going direct drive. It's gonna need to be something a little more sturdy. So that's the bare minimum that you need. If you wanna drift, or if you wanna use a standard transmission, like a boss, you wanna feel the cool shifties beneath your little grabby hands, then you're gonna need a shifter. Y'all drifter need a shifter. You'll probably want an e-brake as well. You don't need one for regular sim racing, but you'll definitely want one for sim drifting. You don't need one technically, but you'll want one. For pedals, if you're drifting, you're gonna want a clutch, so you'll have to do 3 pedals, and I highly recommend getting a load cell brake pedal. It just makes it so much easier to control the vehicle, you know what I'm saying? Then you need something to watch the game on. So I have a Vizio 50-inch TV, it's 120 hertz. You don't need anything like that. Honestly, you could use a regular TV if you wanted. And then if you can get your hands on VR, highly recommend doing VR because it's insane. Big W with the VR. All of this is not including a PC or a console, something to plug it all into and play on. And there's so many accessories and rabbit holes that you can go down. Just know it's deep. It goes deep. If this all sounds scary to you, do not worry, okay? Because there are plenty of starter budget options. Even Fanatec has a starter pack that comes with a wheelbase, a wheel, and 2 pedals. And that's more than enough to get you started with regular sim racing. Highly recommend getting a clutch if you want to do drifting, and then doing some tracks that you can stay in second gear if you can't afford a shifter yet. They do a starter bundle called a Ready to Race bundle. It comes in CSL DD, the 5 Newton meter, and then it has one with the boost kit as well. It's the 8 Newton meter. And starting with something like this, it gives you a really good base to build off of later down the road. The 8 Newton meter CSL DD is what I have. More than enough torque for what I'm doing. I'm not like a crazy professional sim drifter or anything like that. I just like to do it to have fun. So 8 Newton meters, plenty, almost too much at some points. But I would recommend the boost kit because it's fun. If you don't want to go the direct drive route, maybe it's too expensive, or maybe you want to save some money and get like a shifter. My little brother has a Logitech G923 and it works great. He's got a Thrustmaster shifter with it. He's got a USB handbrake, and you know, it's still fun. It's not as realistic. You don't have to fight the wheel as much, and sometimes you have to throw it a little extra hard when you're drifting and stuff like that. But I mean, like, cheap wheel, cheap shifter, cheap e-brake, he was set, and we can go have fun for a pretty good price too. There's so many options to go with. We got Mazda, we got Fanatec, we got, I think Camus is a new one. I haven't heard much about them, but it's like a direct drive wheel. It's all encompassed in the wheel. Looks kind of interesting. Haven't read too much about it, but the market is getting a lot more competitive, so there are some really great options that are coming into play. And if you're not sure you want to pull the trigger on a nice sim rig, then look around your local cities and see if there's a sim shop, like a sim racing shop near you. I live in like Podunk, Idaho, and there's a sim racing shop that's like 30 minutes away. So I'm guessing that you'll be able to find one within a few hours. You can head on over to the sim shop. You can try yourself a Fanatec or a Mazda or whatever they're using over there. Mazda. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just some redneck kid. I don't know how to pronounce things. You can give a high-end rig a try before you pull the trigger on buying one. And plus, you might meet some cool people that like racing cars, man. And drifting. And breaking cars. That's the funnest part, right? It's breaking cars. I I don't know. I don't have a car. I just have a truck, man. Like I said, I'm a redneck. Sim racing has been so fun, so fulfilling. It's just reignited my passion for like gaming in general and cars in general, which is probably not a good thing because my wallet wants me to buy a fun car. Can't do it. Spent too much on my sim rig. Can't buy a car. One day. It's one of the best hobbies around, so if you can make it happen, I highly recommend it. If you enjoyed this video, give me a little thumbs up, give me a little subscripty-boo. That's Tanner for subscription. Drop a comment below if you have recommendations for people, budget recommendations and stuff like that. I'm all about that. Now, I'm gonna go slurp my DC, little Diet Cola, and I'll see you fellas later.